Hello, hello, hello! Tonight we have something really interesting and good. It came out of the blue really. Another new sonic extension from the wonderful people at Spectrasonics from no other than Diego Stocco. And he is one of my favourite, all-time favourite sound designers. Absolutely wacky what he comes up with. And you think, how on earth did you even conceive of doing something of what you've done? And he's done it again with twisted trees. This one is literally a whole Omnisphere library made from wood, and it's just phenomenal what you can get from trees, basically. He has bowed them, he has hit them, completely tortured them, and yeah. What happens in this library is it's really very percussive, I would say. If you're looking for sawing leads and pads, you're not going to get it in this library. This is really about percussion more than anything, and it opens a whole new scoring world, should we say, to Omnisphere. So without further ado, we are going to have a look at some of the patches. I am not going to go through all of them because there was well over 400. In actual fact, I'll give you the stats. I'll just have a quick refresher because there's an awful lot of statistics. There is 303 patches, 432 sound sources. It's coming in at 1.8 gigabytes. Now, each of those patches has five scenes. So it's 303 times 5. And that means you have at your disposal a mammoth 1,515 sounds to play with. So that's the intro over and done with. We will now venture forth with the first piece, which is an Arp and BPM section. This is the very first patch that will load up when you load the library. Tree of Life. And then you've got these buttons here that change the scenes 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. And instead of using your mouse, you can actually use your keyboard. So you just click on the interface, press right, and it goes across one. Get a variation. And your mod wheel changes wonderful effects. That's strange. Number 4, scene 4. This is great for those underscore moments. Absolutely brilliant. And this is just the first patch. So the more astute of you are thinking, hang on, if he's using the mod wheel, why is both hands on the keyboard? My mod wheel is actually on a pedal below. And I say this in all my videos, but for those who haven't heard me say this before, if your controller keyboard allows it, and it has an input port for a mod wheel pedal, do it, because it means both hands, as you can see there, are free, while you can start faffing around with the mod wheel instead of moving your hand up here and only being able to use one hand. It's great. The great thing with these sonic extensions is you get these macro controls. So each one, you can see, is slightly different. And there's a free slot at the very end for you to do your own thing. So if I've got this, and I say, well, I'll tell you what does root do? Oh, that's nice. Let's hype it up a bit. I want to add some more sub. I don't like the snare one. Turn that down. That's what I want. Now let's add some space. Bit too much there. Let's go 4 logs. Oh, I like that. Not quite stuck on the pattern, so let's slow it down a bit. Turn the filter. That's what I want. So if I want to save that now as my own sort of pattern, sort of patch, all I need to do is right click on free and say capture scene. So I'll click on that, overwrite free scene, yes please, and there we go, and it'll remember it. So that's what we had originally, and that's what I've mangled it to. Now if I sort of don't like that in the end, or on the project, all I need to do is right click on it, and I think you can, I think it's capture, you can overwrite it. I'm not sure if it's reset to default value, I think it might be. Let's try. No, it's not. You'll have to write over the top of it, basically with a new patch, just capture scene. So if I move a couple of pedal things here and go, I'll move that there, turn that down, and I just right click, capture scene, okay. That's my new scene now. So let's try Intruders in the Night. That's nice. Like I said, I'm not going to play every patch here. We'll be here all night and day. Probably the next night as well, because I just can't stop tweaking. Got this morning and I just can't stop tweaking the sounds. Oh, that's nice. Let's go for Lumberjack Psychopath. That sounds really fun. See, these are pitched as well, which is great. So I'm holding a D minor chord here now. Mod wheel open. Now, these things here where it says root and space, now those link to the effects here. You'll see twisted root is off, and somewhere along the way we'll have some space somewhere. There we go, twisted space, and that's off as well. So if I go back to custom controls, so root, if I click that, that brings on root. Just go to common, there we go, twisted root is now on, so those controls are now active. And now if I put space on, I have now successfully activated the effect there. So you can have those wonderful macro controls doing what you, oh that's nice, ooh. That's nice. But you could, sorry, got distracted there. You can actually use these knobs here instead of having to go into the FX panels and start faffing around in there. So you've got the more sort of immediate control of the effects, which is really well designed. Let's try scene number 5. These are just the arpeggiations. This is incredible. Let's go for, I don't know, Jungle Gym. There we go. A touch more ambience on that. Really, really nice. Now if you want to know what the pattern is that's being played, just click on that custom controls, go into Arp, and this is what is actually the pattern. And you get the flam effects at the end. So get a little flam effect coming up, and then a major one at the end. Really, really good. So let's go for pickup sticks. If you click on info on any of these patches, it gives you a little sort of biographical overview of the patch itself. because it encourages you here to say, lay down the groove with single notes, which I'm doing now, or hold several notes with phrase variations. So let's hold several notes. Ooh, that's interesting. So you play with the length and pattern controls. Okay, so one longer length. Ooh, that's nice. Let's speed up a bit. That's really nice. Now, if you want more crunch, it says go to scene 2 and move the mod wheel. See what I mean when I say it's a percussive library? Absolutely fantastic, this. Tree Man of the Future. So these are tonal, this has got a pitch as well. So I'll go C2. C3. Reminds me of the Blue Man Group, that noise. You know, the ones with the plastic tube pipes. They sort of like hit them with the ping pong ball bat things. Real paddles, that's what I was thinking of. Really, yeah, really good. Ooh. Yeah, certainly crunch on that. On scene 5 it says makes a great top end percussion layer, so let's, ooh. So what you could actually do with this, so this is Tree Man of the Future, so if remember that, Tree Man of the Future. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go into this and say Tree Man of the Future, I want number 3, and I'm going to go into this one again, Tree Man of the Future, and I want number 1. So now I've got, so this top end. If I go into multi and change that to channel 1, I'll just mute this channel. I've got that going to be playing, and I will also have this one. And now if I unleash them all, it gets perfect percussion track. And all they've done is just loaded 3 slots into multis. Just play with mod wheel. How much fun is this? Oh, this is going to get some play. Okay, let's just clear the multi for now. Go back to 1 and we're going to some bold colours. So when he says bold colours, what he's done, he's got a violin, cello, fiddle, and he's played it across the tree. If you go to sonicextensions.com and look at the video of his presentation, you'll get the idea of what he does. It's well worth a watch because it just sort of gives you an idea of how crazily mind-bending he's come up with these things, and it just makes you wonder what on earth sparked it. It's fantastic. This is bass. Definitely good for her underscores that. Very unsettling. Scene 3. Scene 4. And scene 5. Forgotten Souls. No, Forgotten Souls is where I want to go next. So this is giving you an idea of what to do. It says try playing with the octaves and detune knobs. So I want to go to octaves. Detune it a bit. And then scene 2 gives you a darker version. So that's a softer attack. Poison Ivy. Increase the broodiness of this. Bowing. And Secret Surge. Ooh. I love that. Go to some hits and bits. There's quite a few of these. Like I said, we're not going to go for every single patch, otherwise we will definitely be here all night, especially when I start noodling around with them. Ceramic Fireflies. What I'm going to do is just where it says here, scene 4 has a tonal bass element, so I want to know what that sounds like. Oh, I like that. That's coming from the sub. Put some root on. Just turn the height down. Curse of the Leaf Blower. I'd laugh at that sound. That title's great. Great impact sounds. This is just up middle C. If I play down the bottom end, and that sounds beefy, but apparently scene 3 sounds even beefier. So let's have a play with scene 3. Here we go. That's nice. On the mod wheel, adds a bit more distortion. Very nice. Golf. It's a strange patch name, but here we go. So if you make a hole in one in the forest and no one sees it, never mind. Watch this drive. Funded percussive accent. Try different selections of the grains menu. Mod wheel adds echoes. So there's a grains menu to play with. Ah, there we are. So I'm trying to find grains then. It's in front of me. So let's go for grains. Let's go for just straight to 3. Ooh. Excuse me. And you can play around with that by bringing on the root. Ooh, wow. Made me jump that. Bit of space. Let's reverse it. 4. Let's bring hole in 1. Let's see what these sounded like on their own. No, they had space and root off before. And we just take grains off as well. A mulligan. And splash. Ooh, that's interesting. I'm going to stick that through space and root and a bit of grain. That's interesting. Like I said, this is a percussive library. Really, really nice. Great for underscores, ambient tracks, just general percussioning. Absolutely fantastic. Let's go for Primitive Instinct. Wow, we've been going for 20 minutes already. That has flown. Let's just go on to Noisescapes. Here we go. Let's eeny, meeny, miny, mo. What's crawling in the attic? Here we go. That's nice. Something's out there. I'm coming to find you. Nice slow attacks to these sounds. Nice. Scene 5, let's see what this does. Absolutely fantastic. Anxious Monkeys. Oh, sounds like my back first thing in the morning. Breathing Cortex. This is something for me Omnisphere has lacked. Is percussive elements, spot effects and transitions. This just, for me, completes it. Right, so as your tune's playing and you're transitioning to a different section, or it's just basically. There you go, nice little transition effect. Haunted Patagonia. Let's listen to this one. Let's try scene 5 for more of a deep hit. That is deep. Really nice. Lamentations of the Fire Beast. So scene 2 has a deep crumbling sound. I want more of those little sounds to echo. Just go to amount. Turn up the movement. Now what would be really good is if you could actually modulate these, but you can't. What you can do though is if you got a controller like I have here, or well, got two controls, but this is the main one for MIDI input. I could go MIDI CC, learn, move a wheel, and control it that way. Munching on the tree. Scene 3 for a deeper sound. Gotta say, I do love the artwork and all this. Absolutely brilliant. You go to Artisan, it shows you a picture of Diego there. Rooster Pain, this might be interesting, let's see. Audio intensifies. Goes for 5. Do like that. Now pads and strings. Now there's not many pads and strings inside because, like I said before, that is not the idea of this library. The idea is to be very percussive in nature. So we've got these wonderful pads though. Let's change the scene. I love it when you change scene partway through because it literally flicks the effects straight over, so you get that weird like tape stop sound, which you could use to a good effect in certain circumstances. Very, 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 very nice. Aurora Universale. That says scene 5 adds extra sparkly. Let's listen to this. This is just one chord. Really, really nice. Here we go. Sorry, I keep saying really, really nice, but it just is. Can't help it. Now, scene 3 adds some nice fuzz. Let's listen to this. Go for warm radiation. Now, scene 5 unleashes the ghouls. Let's see. So that makes it more of a like the texture soundscape more than a pad. So yeah, there we go. Percussive Organic. So more percussion. Let's go bamboo mallet motor. So you pitch and overtone, change the feel of the sound. Turn on grunge. And it's pitched. For a xylophone. And chlorophyll. So the mod wheel has a mono radio filter effect. Interesting. Number 3, scene 3. Yeah, let's go for European Beach Plug. Let's see what this sounds like. Play it more as an instrument than anything else really. It's quite nice. Scene 5 apparently turns the sound into a dramatic hit. That's the middle C. So if I play it down the bottom end, I should get a bigger boom. Well, more deep rumbly boom. That's a nice track stopper, that. Play your track, get to the end, and then you just go. Yeah, really nice. Of course, there's nothing to stop you from actually saying, right, okay, I tell you what, I want to make a pattern out of that. Arpeggiation, turn it on. To 16. And then just step divider. Step divider 4/4. There you go. Get your own little percussion section there. So, you know, the patches are there to not just play straight. It might be what you're after, but experiment, play with them. It's just a starting point. Let's just play with scene 2, because it says scene 2 turns into a swelling atmosphere. So let's see what it sounds like. Ah, that's nice. Let's go. So you've got a whole host of percussion here. With the model wheel open. Let's go for number 4. Nice. Walnuts. Now if I hit with the reverse switch, it gives you a backward effect. Yep, sure does. Now scene 2 is meant to give a bigger impact sound. Oh, that's nice. Rando Fire Beast percussion. That's nice. Ooh. So, oh, sorry, I just want to find out what's actually making it. There we go. A bit of bias on the envelope speed. It's interesting to know how that is actually continuing going round. So it's looped, the sound's looped. And it's mod envelope 4 doing some wonderful stuff to the sound. Just doesn't stop, really nice. An unpredictable sound as well. So that's the percussive organic area. Now I could play with this for even longer, but I don't want to make this video too long. We're already at 40 minutes near enough. So let's go through some textures playable. Number 4, scene 4. Beechwood flute. And scene 2 has an angelic sound. Dark times in the underworld. Scene 4. Now what these scenes show is, even though you've got your basic patch, you can manipulate it into absolutely countless amount of sound by just playing with some of the settings. So let that be an encouragement to you for the normal patches, not just anything with sonic extensions, but just the normal bass patches for Spectrasonics. Let it sort of get into your psyche a bit of, you know what, I could tweak this sound into something new. Or something different from my track so it just stands out. So aleatoric creepiness. That's what the mod wheel provides. Really nice. Here we go. Organ birds. Now on this patch where it says 8, 16, 2, 4, that relates to the size of the pipe. So 8 with a little sort of open quote mark there, apostrophe, that means 8 foot. So the pipe will be 8 foot, 16 foot pipe, 2 foot pipe, 4 foot pipe. For those who know me, you know, from my channel and have subscribed, and if you haven't subscribed, please do. I'm also an organist, so hence why I'm making a point of this particular patch. So let's see what each one of these little pipes sounds like. So if that's your 8 foot. 16 foot will be an octave lower. We'll go to 4 foot next. 4 foot is an octave higher than the 8 foot. It's a strange order they put these in. Now 2 foot will be an octave higher than the 4 foot now. So now, I personally would have had it 16, 8, 4, 2. Logical, but they've gone slightly different. I don't know why, but there must be some reason behind it. So if I bring up a bit of 8 foot, I want some 16 foot to give it a bit of bottom end, 2 foot to give some sparkle, and 4 foot to give some mid girth, and we get really nice, spinning in the air. Should have turned this into a drinking game actually. Every time I said really nice, dare you go back to the beginning of the video, and as I play through, every time I say really nice, have a shot, and you'd probably be absolutely legless by the end of this. Not that I sort of encouraging drinking, it's just a fun idea that just hit me now. I'm going to say it again in a minute because I know what's coming. Really nice. I'm going to have a bit of wave palm. I'll do scene 4 of that as well. Ooh. Let's go for the soundscapes now. These, I've been looking forward to playing with these. Which one do I go for? Which one do I go for? Oh, Dark Creatures. So many choices. Nice. There we go again, that's another shot. So the mod wheel here is adding the panning effect, which is really well done. I nearly said it there, not quite yet, steady by. Drunken Little Bird, yes, quite fitting if you're playing along with that drinking game, which not a good idea, really isn't. So scene 5 goes inside the tornado. Let's see. That is really atmospheric. Now, if you're going to score a horror film or something, this is just absolutely tailor-made, sci-fi even. apparently scene 2 is a more tonal drone. So what you could do, listen to this now, have that quietly in your mix in the background if you're doing ambient, just enough to be heard subtly in the background, and then layer on top of it. So what we're talking about here is, if I just jump into a pad, and I'll just say channel 1, give you an idea. Now I want that one. Now if I don't want that modular palm sort of like playing the top end, grab that bit there, the bottom, and just move it to middle C. Now that'll only play my left hand now, whereas the pad so oh, sorry, I thought it wasn't sounding much different, but that's because I forgot to turn stack mode on. Let's try that again. That's better. Just give you a bit of a flavour of what you can actually do with this library. Clear multi. Yes, I do want a clear multi. Clear, thank you. Now we go back to Twisted Trees and we go back to Soundscapes. I'll just take the Forest of No Return. Let's try scene 4. We'll do one more from this section. I'll go for wave tension. So these are really good for drones. A lot of movement. In fact, it actually says scene 4 is a great drone sound. So let's see if they're right. Now that qualifies as a drone, I think. I'm really sorry. I want to say this once more. Really nice. Transition effects. Creep factor. Scene 3 adds drones. You gotta admit, this is great. Scene 5. Let's go for chunks of acid. Ring mod is added with the mod wheel. And scene 3 is a trippy reversed sound, so let's see how trippy is trippy. Oh, that is trippy. Yeah. Ooh, this is really. I don't want to say the word just yet. Hold on. This is, now I'm going to say it. That's really nice. If anybody's actually keeping count of how many times I've already said that in the whole video, it's really nice. If you have stuck with me this far, thank you very much. It is really much appreciated, your support. Hope you're finding this video entertaining. My idiosyncratic sort of like musings on the sounds of Twisted Trees. Please give the video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, ding that bell, and you get notified when the next video is up and about. Now, videos will be coming thick and fast at the moment because there's a lot of things coming out. We are getting close to the wonderful popular now, so I don't know what's going to come in March, because I think it's back towards the back end of this month is the wonderful music show over in America, where a lot of big announcements usually get made. It does make me wonder if Spectrasonics have anything to announce this time. There's a few years gone by where we've not announced really anything earth-shattering. I still, like most people, we're still waiting for a mammoth update to Stylus RMX, because that's the only one in their arsenal that has not had much love. Let's go for the very last one. Pig wrestling, if I get my mouse right, instead of clicking on the one below it. There we go. Let's go for 3. And 5. Go on, we'll do one more. Wounded Beast. So play around on the keyboard. You got that sound, but it'll sound different when you're playing the keyboard, because I'm going to play down the bottom end here now. That sounds a lot more eerie than playing it up here. If we play them together, what happens? Very, very interesting. So, I'll say it one more time. This library is really nice. Twisted Trees, Sonic Extensions by Spectrasonics, available at sonicextensions.com. So you can go and pick up your copy. And if you've already got some Sonic extensions, the good news is, just flicking over to their main web page now, so as I get this right, because it's very important, is if you have actually bought any of the Sonic extensions before, they did a thing where you got a discount for if you buy more than one. I think you got 20%. If you buy 3, you got 30%, and that was the maximum. Now, if you couldn't afford to buy 3 libraries, say, and you only bought 2, then your discount started again. You get 0. You've listened to feedback, and your discount carries over. So if you bought 2 last time, or if you've done what I've done, you bought the whole lot, you still, on the next library, as in Twisted Trees, you get the 30% discount. You don't start from 0, so it's really, really good. So you get a discount straight out. What else can I say about this library? You know, apart from if you after some percussive natures in your tracks, some eeriness if you're doing underscore or ambient music, this is absolutely perfect. I hope you enjoy this video. If you have, please subscribe to the channel, give the video a thumbs up, and sort of put comments in below. What did you think of the video? What do you think of Twisted Trees? Have you made any tracks with Twisted Trees? If you have, put a link below and we can all have a listen. So until the next video, see you then.